The very first second I stepped into Bukit Bintang, the monorail came sliding across the tracks above me, almost like it was welcoming me back to the city. And just beneath it, that famous four-way junction was already alive and buzzing. Then, right after that, the monorail came back into view, like it didn't want to leave the spotlight. And suddenly, the smell of food just took over. Street food stalls, steam floating in the air, sizzling grills, fried noodles, smoky skewers. The whole street was basically shouting, "Come eat!" And trust me, I was tempted. But the walk began. Then came the moment when everyone around me started moving in one direction, toward Pavilion Mall. The busy zebra crossing ahead was filled with people crossing, like a crowd migrating toward the same destination. There's something I love about this part. The energy shifts, the city opens up, and it feels like you're transitioning from the lively chaos of the street into a more polished, luxurious world. By the time I reached the middle of the crossroad, Pavilion's iconic fountain came into view. And even from a distance, it looked grand. I've seen it 100 times, but every time feels like the first time. As I got closer, wow. The water was dancing under the sun, sparkling like it was performing. People took pictures, couples posed, kids ran around. It was one of those moments that feels alive, even if you're just watching. Then I started walking toward the Louis Vuitton entrance, and I don't know what it is about LV, but whenever I walk past that huge glass entrance, I always feel like I'm stepping into a luxury movie scene, even though I'm just passing by. Right after that, I turned back and saw the Marriott Hotel towering across the road. Tall, elegant, and calm. Then came a quick zoom, and the details of the building appeared clearly. It's one of those hotels that just blends perfectly into the KL skyline. A few seconds later, I spun around for a full 360 view of the entire area. And honestly, standing there, surrounded by traffic, lights, luxury shops, and people from all over the world, it felt like KL was showing off again. And KL always shows off beautifully. Then I walked toward the pavilion entrance again. The excitement slowly built up because I knew the moment those doors opened, the whole atmosphere would change. And just like that, I stepped inside. Pavilion's ground floor always hits differently. Clean marble floors, warm lighting, luxury brands left and right, people walking in and out with bags. The first few steps always feel like entering another universe. I took my time looking around, soaking in the atmosphere, the architecture, the movement. Pavilion has a way of making everything feel cinematic. Minutes later, I was on the upper floors. Around the 4th floor, the view from up there is always impressive. You can see the entire center of the mall, layers of escalators, glowing shop signs, people moving like tiny animated dots. It's the kind of view that reminds you why Pavilion is one of the most beautiful malls in Southeast Asia. Eventually, I made my way back down to the ground floor, and right in front of me once again was Louis Vuitton. It felt like the store was greeting me a second time. A little further ahead, the camera captured Hublot, bright lights reflecting on polished surfaces, luxury watches sparkling behind glass. It's such a calm yet powerful brand. Then I continued walking toward Balenciaga. The minimalist gray and black style looked bold and confident. Pavilion's luxury wing always feels like walking through pages of a fashion magazine. Next came Saint Laurent, sharp, clean, modern. Then Richard Mille, which looks like the throne room of luxury watches. Even walking past it feels expensive. After that, the camera captured the lower levels of the mall, shops beautifully arranged across multiple floors. Pavilion's design always makes everything look open and grand. The camera then turned back to Burberry, right next to Richard Mille. The classic beige tones instantly recognizable even from afar. As I continued walking, the view opened up again to capture the rest of the luxury corridor. That's when Chanel came into sight. And let's be honest, nothing catches your eye like a Chanel storefront. A few steps later, Valentino, a touch of bold red and elegance. Then Dior, glowing softly like a white jewel. And just a few seconds later, we were back to Chanel again. Because even one glance isn't enough. The walk continued toward Timberland next, giving outdoor adventure vibes in the middle of pure luxury. And high above, the camera zoomed in on Tommy Hilfiger on the top floor, clean, bold, and unmistakably stylish. Moving along, Chloé appeared, soft, feminine, elegant. The store had this warm glow that made it stand out instantly. And finally, a full 360 view of the area, capturing every detail, every brand, every walkway, every design, a complete picture of Pavilion's beauty. And just like that, the walk ended. But the feeling, still here. If this video made you want to visit Pavilion Mall, trust me, you're not alone. Drop a comment if you want the location and tell me where I should explore next. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and smash the notification button.